Hold up. Hold up before you say anything. I know. This is the second year I have in this shirt. I haven't showered in 3 days and I'm a little bit pissed because I didn't win anything on this scrape lot. What do you say? I didn't win anything. Yeah, you know what's the deal. So yeah, I forgot to record again. I forgot to screen record. Okay, so I'm a little bit pissed. Why does Queen in 2025 get a musical prize? Is it just me? What the fuck? You know, you have like a million other artists that could get this prize. The biggest star of the band is dead since like over 30 years ago. He's been dead for over 30 years. I'm sorry if some people is gonna take this to heart, but you know, really?
Fuck you, asshole.
Really? What have they done the last 30 years? You know, all their hits came out between 1970 and 1990, basically. What have they done the last 30 years except touring the world and bringing money from old songs? I'm sorry, let's watch this. Let's watch this. We're gonna see, this is a Swedish prize for those who doesn't know. For those who doesn't know, we're gonna take it in Swedish. Här tar Queen emot Polar Music Prize 2025, TV4. So basically the translation is, here Queen is taking the Polar Prize, Music Prize 2025. My dyslexic is boom! My 2 brain cells is working hard right now. Okay, let's give it a look. I haven't looked at this yet because I was like, what the fuck, I need to make a video about it. By the way, first time you're gonna see me angry. Or not, you know, maybe this is satire. You will never find out. I will never tell you if this is satire or if I'm serious.
Douchebag of the year!
Look, the king, the Swedish king. Nej, jag tror faktiskt inte det. Herbie Hancock, king. I think he got a prize as well, and I don't know for what. I haven't checked it out, but. Okay, to be fair, I have nothing against Queen. I love Brian May. I love Freddie Mercury. I love those guys. But yeah, let's just continue. I'm not gonna sit there and babble all day.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always...
And before we continue, it's just a bunch of rich people sitting in a in a venue celebrating other rich people. I wish I could be there, be rich and celebrate people, you know? That's my next thing. I'm gonna be rich and I'm gonna have the Polar Prize and just some other dude is gonna rant at me. Maybe that's the future. Hopefully it is the future. Who knows?
Thank you.
Thank you.
What a night, what a lineup, what a talent.
Talent.
Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, Excellencies.
Just listen to that. We're gonna take it one more time.
What a talent. Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, Excellencies.
One more time, but this time in slow motion.
Can you enhance it?
Can you enhance it?
Can we enhance this?
Can you enhance it?
What a talent.
Now we're ready.
Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, Excellencies.
That's everything you need to know about this show in those 3 words or 3 sentences. I don't know what to call it. I'm not schooled. I grew up in, like, have you seen the movie The Wrong Turn? That's how I grew up. You know, so don't blame me.
Talent. Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen.
And at last, the normal people is getting named last. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, after Your Excellencies, Your Highnesses, la la, it's like we're living in 1700.
Excuse me.
Maybe we do. Who knows?
When we started our band in 1970 in and around the colleges of London University, we had ambitions but never dreamed of the journey there was to follow.
I feel a little bit undressed when I see these guys, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm speaking for the normal people here, for the ladies and gentlemen here.
We were fortunate in the fact that our four wildly different personalities came together to achieve a wonderful chemistry. What was an incredible trip around the world and the cities of the world through so many triumphs and twists of fortune in so many countries came to a tragic halt with the loss of our dear Freddie Mercury. This was a hammer blow, especially to John Deacon, our bass player, who found he couldn't go on.
Yeah, as I said, I have nothing against Queen, but the thing I have against this particular thing is like, why do they get a prize now? Why didn't they get a prize back then? Maybe they did. I don't know how long the Polar Music Prize has been in. I think around 2000 or something they started with that stuff. But then again, they could have done it then, because that would have been more appropriate than do it 30 years after, 35 years after. I don't know how long it is. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, but you know, nobody cares about the Swedish lad who hasn't showered in 3 days and hasn't changed shirt in 2 years.
So, depleted by 50%, Brian and myself determined to keep our music alive, and with the help of wonderful singers like Paul Rodgers and, of course, the great Adam Lambert.
Determined to keep the music alive. Okay, hot take here. I think it was a little bit about the money as well. Or a lot about the money, because then it's an easy job for them afterwards, because they have written all the songs, they're already famous, they are getting even more famous when Freddie Mercury passed on, and so they could just cash out, so to speak. So they, in my opinion, okay, don't shoot me, okay, they have been cashing out for the last 30 years, and it's nothing wrong with that. But then again, they receive a prize now. Am I crazy? Maybe I am.
Yeah. We continued to tour the world to this present day. The Polar Music Prize is exceptional in the fact that, unlike other awards, it recognizes the entirety of an artist's career. Unlike any others, I think. What an honor to be included in this glittering cavalcade.
That's good. They take the whole career, but you know, it's a little bit weird when you take the career when the career ended 30 years ago, basically. Because, as I said, they haven't written any new songs. They just play the old stuff like any old band. But you know, the other old bands, they keep on going and they keep on putting out more records and stuff. So I think it's a little bit unfair to the new artists and to, I don't know. It's weird.
Weird.
It's weird.
Of previous laureates. True Olympian company indeed. We are so proud to be the recipients of this incredibly prestigious award. Also to share the stage with these wonderful other two laureates, Herbie Hancock and Barbara Hannigan. We are honored and proud. We thank you, Brian.
The golf applause. Brian May, legend.
Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen.
Who wrote this speech?
Oh, no.
Give me that man's number. I want to know, because I want to have these speeches as well. So I sound a little bit more educated.
Thank you all so much for honoring Queen in this way. Sweden has already been very kind to us over the years, and this really is the icing on the cake. What a wonderful privilege, and I didn't realize what it was going to feel like to accept an award in the company of Barbara Hannigan and Herbie Hancock. It's beyond. Such an honor. For Queen, Swedish audiences actually have been one of the most loyally supportive in the world ever since we first played in Gothenburg in...
Except me though, because I'm making this video. Oh, I can't put this out. I can't put this out. I'm gonna get death threats, and I'm gonna get hanged by dawn, you know, outside in the village over here, in the Wrong Turn village.
1974, and we all got our clogs. Some of us still have them. In this special moment, I contemplate how that younger Brian May in 1974 would have felt if he knew that we would be living this kind of dream 50 years in the future. It would have been almost unimaginable to me. While we as an emerging young rock band were away on these early Queen tours, my dad, Harold May, back home, used to create beautiful maps of our journeys around the globe. Of course, my dad actually disapproved very strongly of what I was doing. He was heartbroken that I...
Like every dad in that era, when you didn't go to like construction or had a real job. It's almost the same today, but I guess back in the 70s, 60s, 50s, you know, if you did something else than did the blue collar work, it was not good.
You can't just...
I'd thrown my life away, my scientific career, in order to play rock music. His dream was for me to get what he called a proper job.
Told you.
It's too late now.
I told you.
But of course, my dad, forgive me talking about him, my dad was the one who sat with me night after night when I was 17 in his little workshop in our house, creating with our bare hands the homemade guitar, the Red Special, that was to be my companion all the way around the world many times in the future, including here, of course.
The golf applause. Oh.
And from being a very disapproving parent, eventually when I finally flew him out to see us in Madison Square Garden, he took my hand and said, "Okay, I get it now." Which is lovely stuff.
He was like, "I get it now," and then they received a check of $2 million.
It has not been easy for me, and my father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
I get it now. Thank you. Thank you, son.
So, my dad's long gone now, but I kind of feel he's here with us tonight in Stockholm. So I've never done this before, but tonight I would like to share my quarter of this magnificent prize with my dad, Harold May. Thank you, Dad.
Great speech. Nice. He says nice things, but then again, I like Brian May. I like Queen. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna do a recap when we reach the end of this video.
And on behalf of Freddie and John, my dear friend Roger, and myself, thank you, Sweden. Tusen tack. Svalje.
Svalje. The Swedish pronunciation there isn't perfect. Let me hear it again.
Tusen tack. Svalje.
So if we're gonna do it in real Swedish, it's tusen tack, Sverige. Hear the difference. It's a subtle difference, but it does the world.
Thank you, Sweden. Tusen tack. Svalje.
Tusen tack, Sverige. Do your homework. Do your homework, Brian. No, the king isn't impressed. Look at him. Look at him. He's not
Svalje.
impressed. Does that look impressed to you? And his wife is like, you have to clap, you have to clap, you have to clap. I was like, okay. Fuck it. Okay, fuck it. It was good. Tusen tack. Tusen tack. Yeah, and then we have Martin Garrix, not Martin Garrix, but I can't remember his name even, but the famous producer. I'm sorry, I should know this. Okay, recap. I have nothing against Queen, and I probably never going to have anything against Queen. I like them, great band, they have done wonders for the music world and so on and so on. I think the stuff I have a problem with is that the Polar Prize is handed to them now. You know, it's so far after they had their time, so to speak. And I get it, it's the whole career, I get it, whole thing. But I think it would be better if they could shine a light on smaller artists and shine a light on active artists that still produce new music and still produce, who do it a bit different, you know. Don't follow the what do you call it, the straight road. They take their own road, like Queen did in the 70s. So, as I said, I get it, but I don't get it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, if I'm still here by tomorrow, hopefully we can continue with this madness, to say the least. Yeah, catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.